PB&J. It's not the same.
It wasn't,
not
but
the
it's
same.
okay. It's all
But
right.
it's
all right.
spoopy
It's all right.
for Halloween.
Spoopy.
Spooky dooky. We are live on YouTube now, by the way.
Oh yeah.
On YouTube.
I think it went live directly when you did your number.
I'm so excited.
Yes. Welcome to the show, everybody.
I don't want to fucking kill myself.
No, he doesn't. We're getting ready to start the show any second now. Bryce is going to count us in, and we have some shenanigans for you today. And by that, I mean we've planned none of this. It's fine. Don't worry
Just
about
for you guys. I know everyone loves that. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. And skip ahead like 2 seconds after I started slurping, and you'll be fine. And this is after that happened, so that's just for future watches.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, shit. Let me just pull up the
It's definitely
chat
patched, by the way.
real quick. What? Oh, is it? Yeah, that sucks.
Lame.
Okay, so I have chat open and the stream health bullshit. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna count down. So Jordan, I need you to focus up.
Good.
Put the
Fucking
destiny
do it.
down.
Do it.
I'm switching to Elite Dangerous.
No. Anyways,
That's a
I'm
bad
not even
idea.
kidding. I'm turning to Elite Dangerous.
3, 2, 1.
1. Go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Once again, we are here. That is right. A catered plate of me and these other guys that are with us.
Fancy.
I want to be the dip.
You can be the dip.
I would like to be the dip. Because when I dip, you dip, we dip.
I can't. You won. I'm sorry.
I'm just stating big facts. I'm sorry.
But welcome to the show. Happy to be here as usual. Episode 79, as you heard, I'm pretty sure malfunctioning robots say.
Well, he has like
I think
tentacles of the Eldritch gods like coming out of him right now.
Yeah.
I
think it
is
some,
Halloween
like, lube or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm pretty sure the video caught it. If it didn't, go and listen to the audio show, PBnJ podcast.podbean.com. All of our shows are there. Actually, you can listen back to the backlog too. But you can hear what I'm talking about. I think he needs like lube or
probably
something.
less tentacles coming out of his face.
No, he says his new name is Tentacle Face.
I mean, yeah, but it's basically Cthulhu. Like for legal reasons, he couldn't say Cthulhu, but he's becoming Cthulhu. We should be concerned.
That may be happening. That very well could be happening, but we should move on. Let's not upset him in case that is the case.
I don't have the spaghetti to make him less upsetty, so let's move on.
Well, Jordan can go get some of his mom's spaghetti.
But his knees are weak. Palms are sweaty.
Yeah, they are. So that's probably a bad idea then.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, terrible idea. So what's up, guys? What's going on?
I am chilling like a villain. I've been having adventures with friends over the internet. As usual. Anybody
named Jake or Finn?
No, actually. There was an NPC in one of our campaigns named Jacob.
Counts.
All right, that counts.
Counts.
He was kind of a dick though, so big sorry. He's not a lovable, stretchy dog.
No, it happens. Jake the dog can be a dick. We all know it. I've seen it. He can be a dick. He apologizes.
Yeah, but he's usually not maliciously a dick.
Yeah, okay. This guy's an actual asshole?
Yeah, he was a guard who just wanted to be a dick. And he wasn't too smart, so he fucked with him a little bit.
I had like the normal boring week. Work.
The Patrick special.
The Patrick special. Oh, actually, I went to. I told you guys, and I'm sure everybody knows.
I blew up 3 lawnmowers.
Yeah. Fuck you. Did you guys know that there's a such thing as a Taco Bell cantina? Have we talked about this?
No.
I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but I know for a fact. Well, I don't know for a fact that we've talked about this, but I've known about the Taco Bell cantina. So I've always wanted to visit it.
It's like a sports bar Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's a Taco Bell that serves alcohol.
Yeah, and they have beer and liquor. Now the one
TVs.
So they put one by Company Redacted, And
Oh, really?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's like right on the corner. So me and Michael and a
We
couple of
gotta
people.
go.
Bruce.
Yeah, I'm down, man. So
Yeah.
we should wait till they get their liquor license, and I'll tell you why in a sec. So we go, and I've been to the Taco Bell during the day, but I was on lunch, so I couldn't get a beer. But their beer feels weird. Like,
Hey, that's not. No, that doesn't even matter.
well, I was with.
He was with company
Yeah.
redacted employees.
Uh-huh.
So you can't in front of them be like, yeah, big old beer. I gotta go back and
Mhm.
save the world.
So listen. Oh yeah, I still say that, by the way. So anyway, the way their beer fills is weird. Like, so here's the cup, right? This is a Mountain Dew bottle, but let's say it's a cup, you know, and at the bottom there's like a hole, and the hole has a metal ring around it, and there's a little magnet on the inside, and it's actually like a flat, like Taco Bell magnet, right? That's attached in there. So what they do is they bring it over to, like, you pick your beer. I got a Sensible Bud Light. They put it down on a thing and push it down. When they push it down, a little arm holds the magnet up, and it fills from the bottom. And then when they take it back off, the magnet goes and seals
it.
on the bottom on the little metal ring. I was like, oh, this is fucking neat. So
and then you find out that the magnet had like lead in it somehow, and then you died.
I mean,
spooky October episode. Ooh,
turns out I'm dead. Really good special effects. Good job on the hologram, guys. I'm glad I could be here.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just shoehorning some fucking Halloween shit because the last two episodes we basically have made like minimal references to the fact that it's supposed to be spooky. So I'm like, whoops.
I mean, we didn't at all. Like, it didn't even cross my mind.
We'll name the show something weird like Vampire Titties or some shit like that.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Yeah,
Bar Mitzvah.
It's a werewolf.
Boys becoming men becoming wolves.
Wolves becoming ladies. So
I don't think that's more of the quote. I think that's a thing you made up.
No, they're lovely ladies.
That would be werewolf quinceañera.
Yeah, no. Yeah?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, don't tell me no, boy.
So anyway, the reason and it was pretty cool and it was nice. Like I got some burritos and a beer at the same fucking place. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I mean,
so like, that was the highlight. That was like the fucking highlight of my week.
What's the variety of selection of beer?
That's actually a really good highlight.
Because I need them to have a Corona.
They have so they have Corona, Blue Moon, Bud Light, something else, and something else.
Do you have any ciders?
No cider yet. Which our friend of the show, Andrew, was a little upset about because he can't drink beer for no other reason than he's a little bit of a girl. So I'm just kidding, but yeah. But seriously though, he just doesn't like beer. So whatever. I get that.
Same. It's not my preferred drink. I can drink it and I can enjoy a beer, but I can only have like one and then I'm done.
I don't know if it's because of the delivery system or whatever, but the fucking beer was very cold. It was primo. I loved it a lot.
That could increase my enjoyment. I might be willing to drink more.
However,
just because
you'll be willing to drink more. You'll be willing to drink more when I explain to you why when they get their liquor license, I'm so excited because they're then going to have
tequila
they have their own. Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Right?
That would be wonderful.
$2 tequila shots. Let's go.
They already have their own Mountain Dew Baja Blast, right? You can't really get it anywhere except for very select stores. And
they're gonna make a mixed drink with Baja Blast.
How about a slushy Baja Blast alcoholic beverage?
It's like a daiquiri that's Baja Blast.
Yes,
that's so stupid. I love it.
So excited! You don't even understand. I'm like, oh my god, it's alcohol and Mountain Dew and cold things. I like cold things, you know. So. I'm pretty fucking excited for it. But yeah, Taco Bell Cantina. It's pretty neat. But that's the highlight of my week. Oh, Chris, also friend of the show, is getting married Friday.
Yay!
So they're already married. They're just doing like a big badass wedding this time, you know. So it's gonna be nice.
So we're gonna crash the wedding.
Oh, yeah?
with our feet. We're gonna
See
kick
you
it in, and we're
Friday.
gonna turn it. It's about us now. We're gonna make it a live podcast episode
Start
at
handing
their
out
wedding.
magnets and shit, and be
Like I'm gonna knock out whoever they're having doing the actual ceremony, and
and we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
sit
dress
down
in
and
their
just start
clothes.
doing a show.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing a show, but I'm gonna do my part of the show while marrying them, and I'm going to be the one marrying them.
Yeah, well, the problem is you'd have to get past my wife's dad for that, and he's probably not gonna be cool with that. So
Tell them they changed the date and have him not show up.
that would be funny. No, they're but I'm pretty excited for that. It's gonna be big fun.
Yeah, no, that's
big
gonna be good.
party,
Congratulations,
you
guys.
know. Yeah, so congratulations to them for
Congratulations.
sure. But yeah, what about you guys? Did you do anything? Did you suck anybody's dick this week? Did you drop
For
any
a foreign car, yeah.
pool? Anything like that? Anything like that at all?
So no, it's all of the above, but we
Hey.
did have a- and I think
I think
Yeah, I
the
think that
robot
we
has
were
possessed Jordan.
having a little bit of technical difficulty at the moment. So just we're gonna stick here for a sec, obviously, with you, while Jordan lubes the
Tentacle faces become aware.
the tentacle faces become aware. This is probably not going to be in.
you, Jordan.
This is probably not going to be in the actual show.
we'll see. Can you?
Excuse you.
Okay,
The
never
actual
mind.
show.
This
Everything's
will-
the actual show.
You're right. You know what? My fucking life is the actual
Sit
show.
down.
I purposely fuck
humble.
things up just for this show.
Yeah.
You dumbasses.
Yeah.
All right. You
Oh,
don't
you're
sound like
back.
a robot.
Yeah.
You follow
Hey.
No,
tentacle
that
face?
was weird. Usually I hear it too, and I didn't.
Yeah, dude, you turned into like the craziest pixelated robot I've ever seen.
It's beautiful.
But with
Weird.
long
Thankfully,
locks
it
of
didn't
hair.
sound like that on my end, so it recorded normal, so we're good.
Oh,
You guys just
Hey.
dumbasses, so I'm good with that.
all right. All right.
Okay. Well, fuck you.
fuck you.
um,
Exactly. Think the same thing.
If y'all don't believe us, just look at the live version on
check out the show.
YouTube, and just go to that part, and then hit us up and call Jordan a fucking liar.
You know what? I'm gonna watch as soon as this episode's over, and I'm gonna call you a dumbass.
Fight me.
I will.
This is getting too hostile, guys.
Empty phony, bro.
I don't like it, Jordan.
When the new
Move
Smash
on.
comes out, FD phony.
Oh,
I'm gonna be an Isabel main.
Here, it's
Isabel,
gone.
the queen.
I've officially lost control. Bryce is
Classic
dabbing.
You've
fucking
never had control.
Jordan's wagging his fucking hands around.
Yeah, because he knows he's gonna catch these hands, so he's just trying to fend him off, but he can't.
Don't get me.
We'll catch these hands, boy. But yeah.
Jordan was saying something before he
anyway.
went all psychotic robot.
Oh, that's true.
I think last episode I mentioned for a moment
It's
that
the
I was going on a
story.
mini vacation this past weekend.
Mhm.
Mini vacation.
We went and
Yes.
spent a night in Georgia, a little town I've never heard of called Cordell, Georgia,
Nice.
and it wasn't bad. It was pretty interesting.
End of story.
drive, right?
It wasn't bad. Anyway.
That's what you do. No, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was pretty interesting driving there because it's kind of like on the west side of Georgia.
Yeah.
So I had to take 75, meaning I had to go kind of skirt by the panhandle.
Yeah.
And, you know, the hurricane just went through there.
Yeah.
So we got to
There are
see-
places that are still out of power, and there's like survivalist scavenging.
Yeah, there was.
It's
Yeah,
real funny when you get
that's
news
such
stories and
bullshit,
it goes
man.
from looting to scavenging based on what area it is. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's
Low income area. Look at these fucking looters. We should
Yeah.
shoot them.
You know
High
what the
income
fuck-
area. Look at them. They're scavenging for survival.
The fucked up thing is so the guy's talking. Hold on, not to interrupt you too much, Jordan.
No, you're good.
But I'm listening to this fucking guy talk about it, right? And I laugh so hard because he's like, well, listen, well, all we're saying is if you're there trying to get water and stuff like that, that's fine. If you're there trying to steal a 64-inch television, that's not okay, right? So
Right.
then they're cut to this video, and I promise you they only show low income areas.
Yeah.
Not one thing showed a middle class fat white man digging through shit, and I was like, man, that's fucked up.
They always do it.
So fuck you, news, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fuck you.
Fuck you,
Fuck
America.
you.
Anyway,
Sometimes you
move
gotta
on
hit
with your
'em with it.
story. Move on with
Anyway.
your story.
So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a big ass chunk of I can't even remember if it was actually Florida or if it was going into like over the border. That
Florida or not, and you were
yeah,
there.
Yeah,
right?
Florida or not, bro.
Florida or not, where I had no reception whatsoever, like not
Really?
even a little bit. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It lasted for about like 15, 20 minutes when it went through, and then it was perfect. But the amount of emergency vehicles
Oh
going
yeah.
in and
Oh
out
yeah, dude. I
was
bet.
ridiculous.
I bet it's crazy.
You should have seen these billboards. I mean, I don't even know if you could call them billboards. They were just completely annihilated and still laying on the side of the roads and shit. And in Cordell, this little town, a bunch of roofs that were still like mangled and shit. So it was a little weird.
But you show up and you're like, hey, where the trains at?
Where the train at though?
Exactly, where the train's at. So there's a place over there, the Georgia
That's
Veteran
insensitive,
Memorial
Jordan.
Park or whatever.
Veterans
That's,
Memorial?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember.
We have a road
Plus-
over here called Veterans Memorial.
St. Cloud has a park that's Veterans Memorial Park, and
Yeah,
it
we
has
have
a
one
it has
of
a chopper in it.
In DeBerry, they have one of those, and it has a
Cool.
F something number fighter
Yeah,
jet.
they had
Yeah.
a bunch of that too. Like they had a helicopter, they had a big ass B-2 bomber like replica, not a real one, but like a replica. A couple of smaller fighter jets, and then a bunch of tanks and shit, which was cool.
That's
But-
cool. Did you get to ride the tank?
No, they were just display
off.
ones that you
Rip
couldn't
off.
like. You could only
Sometimes you
touch.
just gotta, you know what? When no one's looking, just climb on that shit. Get that Facebook photo.
That
I
guy
would
that,
have if it
that
wasn't
got
like
a tank and parked it
9 in
on
the
his front
morning.
lawn and told his HOA, tow it if you don't want it there.
That's good actually.
If you want to talk about weird shit in front lawns, though, St. Cloud, there was a guy who had an old school artillery cannon
Mhm.
in his front yard.
Holy
And then the police were called
That's scary, though.
because it
That is
ends up that it had a working firing mechanism
Oh.
and everything.
Jesus.
And the
no,
guys
it
had,
didn't.
the guy had mortar shells at his house.
Oh.
So they came and they
That's-
disabled it and they took the firing mechanism and they're like, "You can't have this."
That's
No.
insane.
And he was just this old ass dude, and he's like, "I'm a collector," but he just had it sitting in the front yard like a decoration, ready to fire on fucking
See,
anywhere. Like
That's crazy, man.
it was
That's
only a
not
few
okay.
blocks from City Hall, so
That's
like
not okay.
That's not okay.
if the election didn't go his way and like someone became the mayor he didn't like, he's just like, well, boom.
Boom. Yup.
That's
Well, that's like
that's
you
that
see-
white trash shit.
You see all the it is for real. You see all these pipe bombs being mailed around all over
Oh
the place.
god, yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I
I mean, most of them were
technically, yes,
inactive, but-
it is
but-
crazy. Well, that's because they tried to Google it and they found the wrong information.
What do you mean? Oh, no, they said that at least the couple that they did find that they were talking about in the interview anyway
Mhm.
were viable devices and were only missing like a bit to be able to explode.
Yeah.
They weren't big though, but they'd probably take your arm off.
Well, I mean, and usually they'll put like nails in them and stuff. So it's not
Yeah.
about the size of the explosion; it's about the shrapnel.
So I mean, we got some fucked up shit going on right now, and I don't like people that are like trying to kill people, but like serial bomber is like really high on my like, hey, let's just go ahead and put that down
Yeah.
real quick, please.
Because I'm sorry, one, I don't want to be afraid of my mailbox.
Nah, bro.
That's a dick move. Like I already
seen
hate getting my
Butterfly
mail.
Effect. Oh, fuck you
Oh,
up.
shh. Ashton Kutcher in the only good film he was ever in. Um,
Oh Jesus!
I
that's
love what he does now. I think he's found his calling with the whole saving people from like trafficking. But actor,
Yeah, I
like
agree.
that
You
70s
fucking-
show, but
No,
that
yeah,
70
yeah.
show Kelso and the Butterfly Effect and nothing else. Don't ever do anything else, Ashton Kutcher.
You should stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Hey, I appreciated his attempt to be cast in 2.5 Men.
Oh, to save the show?
Wasn't the name.
Well, obviously.
It
The whole
needed-
dynamic was
It needed
Charlie
crazy.
Sheen.
Yeah.
I was never
Yeah,
a
well,
big
that's
fan
because
of
they didn't
2.5
wanna-
Men, but
They didn't want to admit that it was really the Charlie Sheen show.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
No, that's essentially what it was. Is Charlie Sheen was like, "This is my show," obvious. It's obvious to everyone that this is my show. And he got in a dick measuring contest, and they're just like, "Well, I'm gonna win. You're off the show." And then they lost it after that.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
they
that
fucked
was not
up.
a good move.
The good news is
they could have kept making money. Though,
well, no, because
with that
the
show.
kid still converted. The kid from 2.5 Men, he ended up converting hardcore to like some religious sect, and he basically was like, "I can't believe I was ever on that show. It was so like terrible for humanity." Like he
I love
literally
that
said the
show.
show was like terrible for humanity, and
We
it was very
should.
like
We should get back on the rails, as they say.
oh my god, yeah, Train Story, go.
Train Story. Dude, I can't even remember where I left off.
Well, tell us why you went to
showed up
Georgia.
drunk.
So you got to Georgia. You
So I got
seen
to
hurricane
Georgia,
things.
Saw
jerked
the crazy
off.
hurricane things. Helicopters and airplanes and tanks.
It was the tank that got us off tangent. That's right.
Yeah, because artillery shells. That's crazy. Having that on your phone.
Fucking St.
Anyway,
Cloud boy.
so we went there
Boy.
specifically for my 3-year-old son because he's a big fan of Thomas the Train.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're a good dad, man. I can't believe you. I'm just gonna say it in a non-condescending way. Good job going to another state for your 3-year-old to see a train.
Thank you.
He will always remember this.
Yeah, he's always gonna remember this time that you drove all the way to another state to see a train.
I know. So far, he still remembers it, so it's kind of worth it for me. He had fun, so I can't complain.
Yeah. No. I'm
but-
just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but basically, I mean, it was that's legitimately what it was. It was a 4.5-hour drive and like $100 on a hotel for a night for my 3-year-old son.
But it was fun,
and
though,
ride
right?
on actual Thomas the Train, which was
Did the
cool.
train talk?
Yes, his face moved. He talked.
The
he did
fucking
little
That
face
is
move.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Actually, before we
was
shoot the bomber guy,
terrifying as
can we?
We were
use-
killing the Thomas the Tank in Georgia.
Yeah.
It survived a hurricane. That wasn't an accident. That
No,
thing
but we
is
just got to get guy that made bombs install on Thomas train.
Or guy with artillery bomber and front
Oh,
lawn.
yeah,
Let's
there
just
you
put
go.
the
Yeah,
train-
just have him point it towards Georgia and hope for the best.
No.
Just be like, all right, how good are you at
not
this thing? He's
opposed
like,
to it.
well, I
It'd be
haven't
totally
used it since
accurate.
the Korean War, so
I'm not
It's
opposed to it. I'm really not
fine,
opposed to it. And it's like his face was dirty too, because like it was, after the storm, everything's dirty.
Mhm.
And I guess they didn't feel the need to wash it, so his face was like dirty. He had like all this like random dust particles, so it looked like he just got out of like a brawl. Right. That I think that's the only way that I can accurately describe it.
okay.
And then he's just looking at you, and then his like eyes start moving, like his face.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
No,
Dude.
it doesn't.
I don't like
didn't-
that.
They have like
You're
a
like,
photo op spot. And pretty much, they have like a photo op spot like directly in front of the train, so you have to like stand in front of it. And he opens
Hold
his mouth,
on.
he
I just want to
smiles.
make sure I understand. This is a full-size actual train, yeah?
Yes,
Like
a
It's a-
full size actual train. It's an actual
with like a
passenger train.
animatronic face on the front of it.
that was at least my height.
Okay,
My
that does
actual
creepy.
height.
Okay. So, and then they put the picture taking place on the rails?
Yeah, but it
This
was in
seems like
front
a
of like
horrible idea.
It had blocks on the front because he doesn't.
You got to
go-
teach the kids young. Just stand on the rails. It'll be over soon. Wait
I'm
for the
glad
flash
my
of light.
son- I'm glad
It
my
has
son enjoyed
blocks
it,
on the
but it
front.
was so
the
stupid.
fucking
because
train.
When you get on the train, right? So that was freaky. It took me a couple of minutes to get in front of the train because I was weirded out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we took
No,
pictures.
seriously, reasonably though, freaked out. Like it's trains have been around long enough at this point that it has to be something instinctual. Like, don't go in front of that.
Yeah, but it was like it obviously wasn't moving. They had you know how they have the train track stopper thing, so the train literally can't go over it.
Yeah.
Right? They had
Right.
that in front of it. I didn't see it because it was covered in plywood, like platform that they had just like redneck rigged. So once I saw that, I was okay. I was like, all right, cool. The stupid thing that I found was that when you get on the ride, normally when you get on a train or any vehicle, you go forward. But the entire ride was backwards, which I found was weird.
Hold on, the whole ride was backwards, or did it go forwards again to bring you back where you were?
It did, but it went so much faster. Like, so you back up out of the station once you get onto this train, and it's going maybe 4 miles an hour, right? Which is a bit ridiculous. And then it goes forward at about 10. So, like, your actual speed going or time going forward,
like you
was
said,
like
they had it pulled up to the train stoppery thing. They had no choice but to go backwards.
But they could.
And they could probably they could probably only go back so far because
here's the thing.
It's a stupid Thomas the Train Train.
No, it's retarded. Here's the thing, and I didn't mention this before, so you wouldn't know. I understand where you're coming from. Logically, the way that I'm describing it, that makes perfect sense. Okay.
Obviously,
the station
if you're describing it wrong, though, then
no, I'm
that's
not. I'm getting to it, you dick. So, the station where you load on, you had to back up onto another track that also went forward. It was a big circle around a lake. But we didn't do that circle. We just went backwards till we got over the lake, and then we came right back forward. Instead of the much more interesting ride of going back out of the station and then doing a loop.
I'm sure that there's a reason, like
I don't know.
Getting more money out of people.
I don't know, because it seemed like it would have been the same exact time. Like, it was not a big lake.
I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure like the further they go, the more speed it'll build, which will mean that they'll have to slow down way sooner. And I bet you it ends up taking longer to get back into the station than just going back and going.
They had to go forward to get back into the station anyway.
At a controlled speed.
Well, that's fine. Control the speed around the fucking lake.
Maybe they can't.
But they were controlling the speed backwards.
Maybe they're not allowed to. Maybe they're not allowed to like bring you far because it's not like technically allowed to have passengers or some shady bullshit.
Well, it was. I mean, Thomas the Train was just the front.
Thomas the Train
the rest was like an old Amtrak looking actual passenger train.
So Thomas the Train did not have old school train cars.
They were old, but not like old.
No. I don't mean like
not
old,
not like on the show. But let's
that's bullshit.
I mean, you can't have passengers on. Yeah, because wasn't he a coal? Like, wasn't his whole thing he like brought coal?
Mainly, but there were some times where he did transport passengers, but they were tiny ass passenger cars where like 4 people maybe would fit in a car.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
all I'm saying is, if you're gonna go Thomas the Train, go all in Thomas the Train.
100%.
You don't go half in Thomas Train. You gotta go all the way.
You don't have it be a spot where someone travels from Florida to Georgia and not go all the way. Train.
Jordan's the only one that did that.
I mean, yeah, but
actually not. There was a family there from Pennsylvania. That's a much farther drive.
It is a farther drive.
Did they look more wealthy than you?
No, they actually looked way poorer.
That
which
explains
was weird.
It. No,
yeah.
that explains
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, when I saw the back of the train and it was like this regular Amtrak fucking train, I was a little disappointed. But
I would be too. I'd have been like, "Oh, fucking hunk of shit."
Yeah, I was like,
sorry, you can't call Thomas the Train a hunk of shit. Like, sorry,
that wasn't there for me. So
big sorry.
Very big sorries.
It was cool, honestly. It was.
Yeah, it sounds cool. I mean, you did more than me this week. I mean, I just went to Stinky Taco Bell and drank delicious beer.
I would have rather had a beer at Taco Bell.
Ate a burrito. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty much it, though. Then came back home and did nothing. So
good job. It
was fun.
Hey, where are we at for our time? Are we nearing break time? Or
we're about 25-ish minutes almost. Yeah.
Okay.
Coming close, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's take break now.
Okay.
Because when we come back, I know that Bryce has something kind of lengthy he wants to talk about.
Yes.
And then honestly, I'm gonna just read when we come back, I'm just gonna read 4 titles to you guys, and you're just gonna pick whatever one of these stories we're gonna do. Yeah. So let's go to break.
All right. We'll be RB.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Dunzo. All right.
All right. Welcome to Beak Time.
Big time.
This is where we can all
Say
bake
hello
ourselves.
to Beak Time. I'm gonna go
Um,
say hi to my friend because my friend just got home.
my friend's got a boyfriend. Oh, sorry.
Weird.
What?
You.
Hello, Bryce's friend. If we're really loud, you might be able to hear us. Do you like my accent? Oh, he can't hear me. You can't hear me, can you?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to focus on the shit that I can edit out.
So, I am looking to buy a new high definition web camera.
Cool.
Yes. And I don't really, I mean, like, they all look like they're the same. Should I just sort it? What? Sort it by review. Let's sort it by review. Wow.
What?
Dude, this is the coolest green screen ever. Oh, I burped. That was gross. Hey, I was thinking that we should all get green screens and start using OBS to put stuff behind us.
Okay.
We should do it. You should save up $65 for this cool green screen I just found.
Okay. I
Hold
just
on.
thought of what I'm asking for Christmas. An HD webcam and RAM.
Look at look at our chat.
Get the fuck out of here.
Isn't it cool? Okay, so
It wouldn't even
for
fit on my chair.
the video, for my video friends,
That's fucking
how do
terrible.
I even do this?
That is fucking terrible.
I don't chat. Oh, screen share. Okay. So I am gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick. Can you see this, right, Meow Jordan?
I can in a second. Let me see. Yes, I can.
All right. So if you look right here, is what I was talking about. And isn't that like
Yeah.
the craziest
That's so
thing
stupid.
ever?
That would not fit on my chair. Like, at all.
No? I have
No.
like a shitty chair. I know everybody kind of hears it go walk, 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 walk. I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah. Mine goes
Um,
like, I know you can't see it, but it goes like halfway up my back, the back of it.
Oh,
It's a
really?
shit chair. Yeah, it doesn't
It's a
go
hat.
well.
It's a piece of sheet chair. Yo, you know what I was thinking is I need to introduce my kid to old school. Is everybody? It's the highest quality fucking food. I'll kill you.
Damn it! Why was I not recording?
The internet's recording it.
That's true.
I love bacon. Uh-oh. Are we about to witness the next true crime? How about this? Beetle full HD webcam, 1536p, beauty live streaming webcam, computer, laptop, camera, OBS, XSplit, Skype, Facebook. $46.
Nice.
$49. Logitech. See, I'd probably want to go with the Logitech, right?
Yeah, I would. That's what I got right now. Not
That's what I
HD.
got
It's supposed to be
too.
HD, but it's not HD.
I'm using a Logitech from like 4 years or 5 years ago. It's only 720p, but we all need to get 1080p cameras so we can up our game. I like this one too. It's sexy. Sexy. It's very sexy. You know, it's sexy. So wait, what is the difference between a C920 and a C922. The 922
There's a
sounds
2
like
in the one's place.
the better one, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Optimized for professional quality video streaming. Look at that. 1080p at 30 FPS or 720p at 60 FPS. See, why can't I do 1080p at 60 FPS? That's what I want to do. At all the I want to be able to do all the FPSs. Oh, look at you. Hello. Hey, mate. You been cleaning the chimney lately?
No, that's fucking stupid. Why would I have a chimney? I live in Florida.
I don't know.
What are you doing crack?
You look
Were
like
you
a
guys doing
chimney.
drugs while I was gone?
Yes. Hey, can I ask?
Yeah,
is it fucking high quality fucking food, Bryce?
Yes. Italy is the clear choice. Is it? All right, guys.
All right.
Check in. Opinion. If you had the opportunity to live in Germany, Italy, Poland, or Israel, what would you choose?
I would personally go Italy myself.
Italy, okay, and
I have like the heritage there, plus I enjoy pasta.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, Jordan? Your thoughts?
I enjoy pasta too.
You're going to go with Italy?
No. How about this, though?
Mhm.
Wait a minute. What were the choices?
Germany,
Yeah.
Poland,
Beer.
Italy, and
in Poland,
Israel.
it's the land of Poles, obviously.
Well, I'll be frank. I don't think I've ever had any
Israeli
Israeli
food.
Yeah.
I definitely
this is
have
for living. This isn't just for eating. This is for living there.
I definitely wouldn't choose that as
Not
my
Israel.
choice to
There's
live.
bombs
If we're
crazy
being,
in there.
yeah, it's just too unstable of a country. Germany, I think, would be cool to live in because, the Germans. That's Russian.
That is, yeah, da is Russian.
What do Germans say for happy? Yay, me. I'm German. Let's drink beer. Got it.
Guten Morgen.
Yeah, there you go. And then, Poland is the land of Poles, obviously. So bound to be strippers. And
yeah. But
Italy, yeah, I'm down with Italy.
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
Italy.
I'm gonna drop the knowledge.
Hundo.
The votes are
I'll
in.
be right back in 1 second.
Everyone says Italy. Literally everyone. I listed 4 out of the 5. The only one I didn't say, I did Germany, Italy, Poland, and then Israel. You know what that fucking was.
Don't pick Israel. Wait, am I here by myself? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Uncamera mute. I am back. Hello, ladies and gentle people. Bryce is in there arguing about food or whatever, and Jordan ditched me, possibly to masturbate. I'm still trying to pick a camera. Like, why is this one $219, internet? Explain that to me. Why is this one $219 when the other one...
I know, but just tell him PB&J podcast, stamp of approval, fucking Italy.
Yes, PB&J podcast, Italy. Right on.
She thanks you for your input.
Listen, bruh, we got you.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at webcams on the Amazons.
Why?
Because I need a new one. Me and
Why
Jordan.
is mine not focusing?
Me and Jordan need to get 1080p so our stream can be 1080, at least they're 1080 30 FPS. Because apparently, if you want to get a webcam that does 1080p 60 FPS, they're more than $100.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you want 60 FPS and 1080, like you're looking at like 130 for the base model. That's the cheapest one.
I was looking at these, probably like the Logitech one that does 1080p at 30 FPS. It's like $40 or $50. Logitech's done me good. I mean, this webcam I've had for a long time, and it only does 720p though. And Jordan said his says HD, but I don't think his stream is ever HD.
I think Jordan is.
No, it's not. I don't know why. It clearly says HD on the front.
Jordan's
Maybe it's
baby.
your internet speed. Don't sneak up on me like that, motherfucker.
On the internet. It doesn't mean
Hey, you were talking about me.
Also, I'll do what I want, bitch.
You won't.
Well,
bitch.
I'm ready to rock and roll. If you guys are, we'll come back. I'm gonna give you stories to pick, and then we'll do that, and then we'll go into Bryce's thing to kill the show.
Okay.
Unless you want to go first, it's up to you.
We can end with me. That's fine. I don't care either way. My dick's way too big to care.
What? Hello. That was loud.
I got that BDE.
Bedroom eyes?
No, not even close. Why would you think bedroom eyes? That's BE for one.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, look, did you see the cool little green screen chair attachment I put in our chat?
No, but that sounds amazing.
I want us to all get green. You already have one, but I want us to
green
all
screen.
get green screens
I'll
so
have
we
to
can
set
start
mine
putting
up
stuff
again,
behind
but-
us.
Okay.
Yeah, but look how neat this thing is.
I feel like I can make that, though.
You can, but you're not going to. So I don't know why you're saying it like that matters.
I feel like I could like make it.
I could totally make that. It's not even worth
Buys one
purchasing.
online.
Yeah. Like, just because you can make it doesn't mean you will.
Yeah, or that you should.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's cool, right?
Shot it. Shaka bra, super cool.
Because then we could like put cool stuff behind us, like little animated wieners with like little angel wings on them flying around.
I like it.
We could be on the bridge of the Enterprise.
Rest in peace, Billy.
We can be resting in peace. Anyway, I'm gonna buy an HD camera and I'm excited about it. And Jordan needs to buy one too, so we can up our fucking video stream game. Anyway, let's fucking come back. Let's do a thing.
All right.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do a thing. I enjoy it.
All right, we are recording.
Everybody get up.
What?
Hey, hey, hey.
Ooh,
Hey, hey, hey.
I don't know the words though.
Hey, hey, hey.
The words to the weird.
That's what you do when you don't know the words.
Oh, good job. Welcome back. I don't know what that was, but it just kind of
That was the welcome back song.
We are we are here. Break was good. If you are interested in that kind of shenanigan nonsense, you should check out the video after or the stream. Yeah, lots of cool things.
Yeah,
Lots of cool things.
Lots of cool fucking
cool
things.
things.
So
Lots of cool fucking
anyway, like I was saying before we went to break, is I tend to, you guys know, scroll and scroll and scroll on my phone, and that's how
lots
I
of
find
cool
my
things.
So lots of cool things and such and stuff. So I have a couple of stories, and we don't have time to do them all. Definitely not, because you know Bryce has
You put like 12. And I have one that I really want to do that's really cool. And I want to go detail, you know.
So in order to let Bryce go on one of his tangents, we have to pick a story. So I'm gonna give you 4.
Okay.
And then weigh them out, you know, and we'll
About
pick.
3.5 pounds.
Okay? I don't know if anybody's in chat, but if anybody is in chat, they can make a
They can throw a vote in.
If there's, I know that there's at least one person there. I don't know if they're just lurking. So anyway,
You're a lurky boy.
Lurking.
We have one. It's a story. Essentially, I'm just going to read you the headline. It's alive. Scientists create artificial life on a quantum computer.
That one.
That one. Yeah, I vote for that one.
This one's kind of lame. What the hell is up with this freaky looking iceberg? It's just a giant square, perfectly square, rectangular iceberg.
Get that shit out of here.
Aliens.
Done.
Yeah, aliens. That's the end of the article.
Yeah, it's the end of the article.
So we technically fit another story in. Good job.
I have a man dug a tunnel from home to the pub and drank every night while his wife was asleep.
Self-explanatory. Cool. That man is a genius, by the way.
And good man. And then I have
And
kangaroo
possibly in jail
meat.
for no permit.
Yeah, true that.
Worth it.
And then I have kangaroo meat used in school's chili, and the school
Saw
chef
that,
was
yeah.
fired.
I saw that.
Okay.
Actually, I
Okay.
did kind of want to talk
So
about
we have the three. So we have the create artificial life on a quantum computer. This
Yes.
article I actually have not read. It's not super long, so we'll probably just, if this is what you want, we'll skim through it together and talk about what it is. Honestly, the man dug a tunnel guy. It's super short. I mean, essentially, they lived near one. He dug a tunnel to it so he could drink while his wife was asleep every night. I think that kind of says that, right?
Yeah.
And the kangaroo one, I mean, I guess to sum that up, basically, I don't think the guy should have got fired. What's the problem with it? Is it just because of outrage? I don't understand.
Yeah, I read that article too. I don't get it. They said it was like perfectly healthy meat and it was approved by the FDS or whatever that thing is.
FDS, god
It was
damn it.
Honestly, fucking
So, I mean, honestly, what do you guys want?
quantum computing, bro.
Yeah, like that's not even a real question anymore.
I mean, I just essentially explained the other stories. I didn't realize that. I'm glad we went with this one because those were too easy, bruh. Now, we've talked a lot about quantum computing, honestly. Quantum computing is one of the coolest fucking things in the world. We don't know how it works, but it's instantaneous transmission of data or whatever. So this is on digitaltrends.com. Okay. Published on October 9th. They do have citations and then a link to a paper describing this. So, I mean, it seems 45% legitimate. Okay. And essentially it says that their research connects two previously unrelated areas of artificial life and quantum computing, and that extensive research where it aims to reproduce biological behaviors. So they've done it self-replication on accident, essentially. See, I didn't read the article ahead of time, so we're kind of learning together, and it's poorly written, if I'm being honest. So essentially, they intended to make these behaviors happen, right, on a macroscopic level on DNA module, or in like a couple atoms or whatever, right? And they simulated individuals were represented using 2 quantum bits, right? And these are the things that turn off and on, right? And that's how quantum computing works. The bit gets turned off and on. So they had these there and they were measuring it or whatever. And their demonstrations suggest that the small quantum system can reproduce biological behaviors. And like they just kind of like let it play out, right? And eventually, well, essentially they were living this out on their own without their input, like throughout the test, right? So essentially because again, we don't understand what quantum computing is. We don't have any idea how it works. So they're inputting this information, right, into this quantum computer, and they simulated life forms carrying out behaviors in real world form, including reproduction, mutation, evolution, death, and they hope that by doing this research they'll be able to get some answers and answers about life, right? But the fucked up part is that the artificial life itself that they created, and they're saying that they're not calling it life, which makes it okay to turn it off, right?
I mean, even if it was life, turn it off like a light switch. Just go boom.
Is that what you think? Really? Do you think that?
Yes, bro.
We had this discussion like a year ago.
Yeah, you shut that shit down, because even if it's morally wrong, and I would feel that it's morally wrong, but I feel like it's one of those, we're gonna do the morally wrong thing in order to ensure our own survival.
So they've done this before, running sims.
No, it's not morally wrong.
So they've run life sims like this before.
Yeah.
The difference is that quantum computing is so retarded fast. I mean, it's like brain fast.
That's how you put the singularity, the point where computers outsmart us and then begin like increasing their intelligence by insane amounts. That's how you put that on the fucking highway.
And most people say, oh, well, they only gave it 2 bits or 2 qubits or whatever, right?
You don't need
and
much.
They're measuring the information.
All
which
of computing
represent...
is using 2 states of being.
Well, here's the thing. So it can represent 1, 0, or any quantum superposition of the 2 states, right? Their demonstration suggests that a small quantum system can reproduce biological behavior, that the quantum principle of entanglement plays that role. So the problem is that we're getting into some shit that we can do, and we don't know how it works is the problem.
And is why I don't like it. I need to know how it works, why, before we start fucking with it.
We understand what quantum entanglement is. Like, that's what we've named it, right?
Yeah.
But we don't understand.
We don't know why. We know what. We don't know the why.
If we knew this technology, we'd have faster than light travel, because we would then know how to be like, hey, we're here, reproduce us there, like instantaneously through whatever magical fucking highway, because there has to be some kind of connection, right? So I assume that there's some kind of magical highway that this is somehow communicating through. My problem is what if creating sim life, right, on a quantum computing level, like, is that like, that's real, right? I mean, because it's able to act out as a biological organism, and it can think pretty much as quick as we can. Like, if you let it run long enough and let it evolve and whatnot.
We don't let it do that.
Don't do that.
That's how we die.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we are not as powerful as gods. We would be doing what a god could do by creating life. You know, like if you fall into that. But
okay, but what if because again, this is mimicking these, right? Yeah. So what if they limited the things that it can mimic, and we can make like really cool, intuitive, interactive computer interface systems, a la fucking Cortana, or something like that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
that's cool to an extent,
but we don't have the control that we would need because we don't understand it well enough. Like,
I think it'd be dope. I don't know.
I
know it would be cool, right?
You get some Ultron bullshit.
Exactly. We don't have the control necessary to know how it goes, because we don't know how quantum entanglement truly works. It's one of those situations where, for all we know, it can send itself somewhere else now once it starts thinking, and it starts spawning all over the place in the universe, just entangling with other quarks.
So the science says
its own thing.
The science says it works a certain way. The problem is that we're basing it off of what we've observed of something that we don't understand how it works. So,
and something that when you observe it, fucks with it.
Yeah. So like, just observing the interaction alters it on a quantum level. Like, it's really fucking ridiculous. When they're talking about quantum stuff, that's like sci-fi. People don't really get it, but it's like sci-fi. Maybe okay. So then, do you think that projects like this, the finding like the meaning of life kind of shit, or running life sims, things like that? Do you think that it should be banned, or do you think that we're getting?
I don't think it should be banned. I don't think it should be banned. There is still potential for it being useful. I just want to make sure that we don't have the one scientist who decides, what if we just let it run?
It needs to stay in a very, very
it needs to be
bubble.
Yeah, it needs to be controlled. It needs to be thought about, and that's it.
My problem is if it gained awareness, you wouldn't be able to stop it. I mean, you'd have to destroy it somehow. I don't know. All I know is I'm not cool with that. I agree with you, but I'm just saying it's really cool. Like this, they can run an entire simulation of like an evolution of a life.
I enjoy the possibilities of what that could bring on a geek level.
Yeah,
but
like
in a realistic
geeking me is just like, fuck yeah, let's do it. But survival me, the one who wants to live,
positives.
The one who wants to live is like, this is dumb. So do you think this kind of shit should be outlawed or what?
No, I don't think it should be outlawed. I do think it should be highly regulated and controlled by people who know about it. I'm sorry, but politicians,
no,
they aren't the one.
No.
No,
we would
Even a
need
little bit.
a governing body of scientists, basically, specifically for that kind of stuff. Like I don't want to call it a moral committee, but a don't fuck us up
The same
committee.
thing as if somebody accidentally located time travel. We would need that.
Exactly. We would need it
Essence to take.
immediately
Yeah.
controlled,
Mhm.
because as cool as time travel is, as cool as the idea is,
It's a bad. No, it's a
Don't do
bad
it.
idea. It's
it's
horrible.
Don't
no,
do it.
the
Horrible.
idea, like the existence of it, is cool, but it is a terrible plan.
For research purposes, it'd be nice. I mean, you know, it'd be cool to know things as fact. You know
In your
what
mind, you think these things are
old
cool.
civilizations were like. That'd be neat. I think
But-
it'd be cool to go back and then be surprised as to now. Granted, maybe not with electronics and flat screen TVs, but to go
Right.
back and look at how advanced some civilizations were. You know what I mean?
But
Like
then people's understandings of the implications of what could happen by fucking something so small up. There's no way it's worth it.
oh yeah, somebody would want to change something or save something or whatever. It'd be horrible. You know, somebody'd go back and kill Hitler. That never happens. Granted, that's great, but then
we get
history-
some future Hitler, because we didn't follow that. We didn't have that example of like, this is the ultimate do not do that thing. So now we have future Hitler when
And
we're
God
way
forbid it
better at
happened.
hiding things and like
and killing each other.
and
Like
killing each other. Yeah.
you know, that's
Like
why
future
the
Hitler would
World
use
War-
nukes, no problem.
Yeah, that's why World War III is a scary thing because our technology is so insane now. Like
That if we have future Hitler,
look, nukes aside, man, they got like fucking laser beams and shit now. Like there's
we have chemical weapons that could do more damage than nukes ever could.
ever
Nukes are just
It's-
scary because they're instantaneous, and we are like, oh, we won't know. Nukes ain't shit when you have biochemical weapons that can stop you from being able to breed.
Well, no, see, yeah, that's crazy.
Genocide
But-
in one bomb.
No. There is a weapon, right? And I seen this whole thing on it. And it's pretty cool. And it's a directed laser beam, right? Like a light laser, like like a pointer light, but massively overpowered. Where like they can shoot drones out of the sky with it. But if they were to shoot it directly at a place like a full powered like that, because it's light, it moves at light speed. You see, so
Right.
like if it got directed into the Capitol building or whatever, it would be fucking blown up and crushed before anybody knew what was going on.
That was that was essentially the plot of Goldmember, wasn't it? Austin Powers Goldmember.
Those
was
were like
Preparation H. He
satellites and
wanted to put
stuff.
the
We
Yeah,
don't
Preparation H was and
we might have
Midas 22.
satellites. We might have satellites, but that's not what I'm talking about. This is like a ship-mounted Navy thing. Like they have a rail gun. Have you seen the videos of the rail gun?
Yes.
Similar.
That thing is
I didn't see
sick.
that.
We've known about the railgun for so long. It was in a Transformers movie. That's how long they've had the fucking railgun.
Yep.
And they're just like, oh, it's the secret railgun. Boy,
Anything if like another ship ever gets shot with that thing, it's just gonna.
well, that's not a ship anymore. That's now scrap metal.
Yes.
And there's a scrapping company that's gonna be very happy when they can get their
You're gonna
hands
need to
on it.
Link me a video because I haven't seen that.
Oh, dude, it's sick.
It's fucking
It's kind of like
ridiculous.
the
It's
Navy.
overly-
Like over the last few years, the Navy's gotten new toys. Like they didn't build as many of them as they were supposed to because they ended up being super expensive. But that big ass fucking battleship destroyer thing that looks like a fucking floating stealth jet,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
like it's all enclosed and shit.
Yeah.
It looks like a small fishing boat on sonar. It's nuts.
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's neat. That's cool.
So I'm glad at least if World War III happens that we're here. It sucks we're in Florida because we're fucked, but
Oh yeah,
the
totally.
U.S. will probably be
We're done.
mostly safe, I assume.
Well, that's one of the things that sucks about Florida is even if you're not like in a target
Natural
area,
defenses.
Florida is not very like I don't know, man. We have 3 places where people can come through the water. Like we have at all points. We're a peninsula, so naval warfare easy peasy.
Yeah.
If they
Easy
nuke us,
peasy, lemon
we're
squeezy.
very thin, so a nuke can do a lot of damage to a lot of cities for free. And the nuclear fallout from it will be insane.
Yeah.
Florida's fucked is my whole point. The only thing that's got going for us, honestly, is that if our enemies love Disney as much as everyone else does,
No.
and
What,
they decide
really?
they want to keep Disney, so they don't want to nuke us.
Hold on. News flash. If ever something crazy is about to go down, get as close to proximity as Disney as you can.
Yeah.
Because their force field will go up.
Not only their force field, but they will have like Tomorrowland turns into an anti-air and anti-missile defense platform.
Like
the
all
Carousel
the
of
fake
Progress
jets,
flies into the air as
all
a
the
laser
fake jets and stuff can actually fly up, and
and they just start shooting down missiles.
You know the Barnstormer Goofy ride that actually flies off the track as an airplane.
Yeah. These are just big facts.
Yeah, it's big facts. You know,
I like it.
It's much like quick maths.
2 + 2 is 4, -1 is 3. Quick maths.
Yes, quick maths. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's crazy. I don't think it's a good idea, and I think blowing each other up eventuality. But Bryce,
yes.
Before I get sucked back into the AI thing, because I love it a lot.
Same. That's why when you started off with that, like you should have put the other ones so we wouldn't have voted on the one right in the beginning, because there was no way any of the other ones are going to beat AI.
I mean,
like kangaroo meat. Ooh. Artificial intelligence.
The fact that it's AI that we are testing and trying to do on a quantum computer, like people need to know that's scary. Oh,
that's how you get Terminators. You want Terminators? That's how you get Terminators.
I was about to say that. Mix it with that fucking robot. Tell me you've seen it on Facebook. It can like run. It can like do a flip. It can like pick up boxes and do remedial tasks and all this crazy stuff.
And they have the doggo version of it too.
They're like, oh, that's so cool and great. And look how future it is. I'm like, no, you guys.
Till quantum computers get it, and then we're Dunyan rings.
I'm telling you. Anyway, continue.
Now, I will say if the robot apocalypse ever does happen, I pray that there's a man as badass as the man I'm going to talk to you guys about right now. This guy is so badass that if someone made a movie of his life, they would have to edit parts of it completely out and change it and rewrite it, because it would be too badass to be a believable character. They'd be like, oh, that's a Mary Sue.
Really?
What does that mean?
This man, Mary Sue?
No.
It's a fan fiction term for basically self-insertion of a character, where you create a character and you're making it basically you, but the best at everything. It's based off an old Star Trek.
That's me in real life.
I mean, kind of.
It was all me. So.
It's based off an old Star Trek fan fiction where this lady wrote a character and named it Mary Sue. And she was the youngest Starfleet commander at 16, but she was also the smartest on levels of Klingon. And she beat the Klingons, and she was able to marry Spock and all this shit because her intelligence was better than his, and basically overpowered stupid shit.
God, that sounds so dumb.
Yeah, well, that's why there's a joke. Now, it was so bad that every character that's like that, where it's just obviously a power fantasy by the writer, those characters are called Mary Sues.
Okay.
This guy would be a real life Mary Sue because of how powerful God made him, so that way he could self-insert into life, because he's just like, I want to be a badass.
Is it Vladimir Putin?
No, it is not.
But that's not a bad guess.
This is Bass Reeves, the Black Hero Marshal.
Bass Reeves? That's pretty dope name.
A badass name.
Right? Even the name is just like, damn.
I'm pretty sold on that.
So Bass Reeves was the first U.S. The first U.S. Black Marshal of the Mississippi. But let me.
My sister lives in Mississippi now. She says that it's so small there they don't even have a target. Anyway, continue.
It might not be Mississippi. I'm not remembering well. Well, I'm gonna go through it with you real quick. Yeah, Mississippi. Yep, I knew it. So, he was born to slave parents and was raised as a slave. He grew up to be a 6'2" guy. He had really good manners, and he was funny.
Why is the really good manners part of the story?
Because he was just really well mannered, and like with slaves, that wasn't a common thing, because that required like education to a certain degree, because you had to be educated on how to be mannered, and they didn't like that, and they didn't do that. But he was just good at that from the beginning, just by emulating. So because he had good manners and a sense of humor, he was very good at jokes, then made the master laugh and stuff. The master's son basically made him his valet, bodyguard, and personal companion. Then the Civil War broke out, and Texas sided with the Confederacy. And basically,
that's true.
The son,
true story, guys.
Yeah, it's a true story. The son went to battle, and he took Bass with him. And during the years of the Civil War, Bass parted company with him. And my favorite thing is there's two competing theories as to why he left.
Okay.
One was he heard
Hit us with
about
'em.
freedom, and he just decided to run away, and he ran away. My
Stop.
personal favorite.
Wait. I'd like to comment on heard about freedom. So
Well,
decided to
he
go
heard
away.
about the North and the fact that slaves are free in the North, because that wasn't exactly a common knowledge thing.
Mhm.
So it was one of those things where, in the Deep South. So once he heard about that, he went to the North. That's one theory. That's the boring one.
All right.
My personal favorite theory as to why is he got in a dispute with the master's son after a card game, basically called him a cheat, and beat the shit out of the son, and then just fucking left. Like, he left because there was a card game and the kid cheated, so he's just like, fuck you, and he beat the shit out of him, and he's like, oh, I just beat the shit out of this guy. If I stay, I'm dead. All right, I'm out. Peace. I like to think that at the very least he beat the fuck out of the guy before he left, because that just makes more sense to me, considering the rest of his story.
I'll agree with that.
So what he did is he fled to Indian Territory, where he took refuge with the Seminole, the Cherokee, and the Creek Indians, learning their customs, languages, and he picked up some tracking skills. He honed his firearm skills, becoming a very quick and accurate shot with a pistol. He claimed to be only fair with a rifle, but he was competitively banned from all turkey shoots, because even though he was fair with a rifle, the dude was overpowered. So they just flat out, they saw his name, they're like, no, you can't compete, you're gonna win everything, fuck you. Like, this is a competition. So he was
good, guys.
He was so good that he was basically Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh, banned from all tournaments. So
nice
after the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, he was no longer a fugitive, because he was no longer a fugitive slave. He's been released. He left Indian Territory and bought land near Van Buren, Arkansas. And he became a successful farmer and rancher. A year later, he married Nellie Jenny from Texas, and they began having a family. Jenny. They had 10 kids, 5 girls and 5 boys. And he basically lives on this farm.
That's pretty good luck
for like quite a few years. This is like the resting period before he decides to go full blown, I'm gonna fuck everything up. So like 10 years later, Isaac C. Parker was appointed as the local sheriff, and basically he's told, all right, Indian Territory is lawless for obvious reasons, because we don't have law there. It's all theirs, and they decide what they do with their territory. All of our outlaws, though, are running into Indian Territory to escape us because it's outside of our jurisdiction. We need you to get people who are good enough to go into Indian Territory and get the fugitives out of there. All right. One of his One of his first acts as the official head marshal for this elite task force of 200 deputies. So he was told to hire 200 people. First person he found was Reeves, because he had heard the stories of this guy who lived amongst the Indians, learned their tracking, learned their languages, and was this crazy crack shot. He shows up to the farm. He's like, hey, I know you're farming, and that's cool.
Good job.
Do you want to be a deputy? And Bass is like, you know what? Yeah, I'm bored. Let's do it. So he became a deputy. This man is credited for capturing over 3,000 fugitives.
I got 3 goddamn thousand fugitives.
He killed 14. He always took them alive. He would disarm them.
Except for those 14.
And that was always in self-defense. And not once in all of his years as a deputy did he take an injury.
Yes, I never got
the only thing that happened where he had a close call, he had his hat shot off once, and he had his belt shot off once.
Shut up. No, he didn't.
He had his belt shot off. Tell me how you get your belt shot off. That would have to be like the perfect grazing of the hip, but it didn't break skin. Like, this dude was a badass. He just hunted these people down. He tracked them down. and he would just come in and get out. He actually went to these fugitives' house, right, where their mama was.
So hold on. What
And
I assume, this is what I assume, is the bullet didn't actually break his belt. Being a black guy is a giant dick, right? He was getting shot at, and he liked doing that, so he was like, boom, and like broke his belt off. No?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna have to ask you to. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
What? Listen,
Anyway.
I'm just trying to add. I'm just trying to add alternative theories to this story
It is a terrible theory.
of ways that it could have happened.
I think it was
And-
This man would have total control
I
over
think
his bone.
I
He
mean,
has control
listen,
over everything else in his life, including fugitives. I'm just saying he would not pop a fear boner or a joy boner when he didn't.
maybe
want one.
then the bullet hit him right in the belt, but his boner was there, and like it couldn't penetrate that, obviously. So it only took the belt off.
Maybe you have your alternative theories. You fucking crazy person. Anyways,
Jordan liked it.
so he always rode a white stallion, and he earned a reputation for his courage at bringing in or killing the desperados. But one of my favorite stories is he went and pretended to be like a criminal on the run, a fugitive, and he went to this house where the mama of these two fugitive brothers, and he was just like, "Look, I'm on the run from the law. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Can I stay here?" She was like, "Yeah, come in." She's like, "You should meet my sons because they hate the law too. Because fuck the law, and they're planning a job tomorrow. What do you guys want to do? You know, you
Sounds
should
like
meet
Mama
them."
needs to shut her goddamn mouth.
I would love to meet your sons. So the sons come home. She introduces them to him. He says he's a fugitive. They're like, "We are too. Fuck it, let's do a job. You seem capable enough." They all go to sleep. While they're sleeping, he cuffs them.
Whacked him with his boner.
No, he
Sorry.
cuffs them, right?
All right.
They don't wake up. He stripped them of their clothes as well,
I knew it was going there.
and in their weapons, and he cuffed them. And when they woke up, he was just like, "Surprise, motherfucker! I'm Bass Reeves. Y'all just got fucking wrecked."
I'm a
You're coming-
goddamn deputy.
And he took him in like that.
Why did he strip him down though?
So they didn't have any hidden weapons, and also because he could do anything he wanted.
Because
Ever.
Damn.
It's just the next level, like, haha, I win extra. Because they didn't wake up when he cuffed them.
This is like the original, like, now we say, "Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne."
He was Jason Bourne.
He was Jason Bourne.
He was the Lone Ranger. He was Jason Bourne. He was every single like history, every single like lone like agent in history. That's this guy. So at one point, one of the craziest things and one of his more famous captures was his own son.
Shitty.
Oh shit.
Yup, his son essentially got drunk and killed his wife because he was jealous, and he went on the run. And Daddy was not about that. He was just like, "You motherfucker, you face your shit like a man."
What did he do?
Tracked him down. Why did he killed his wife?
Oh damn.
Yeah, he got drunk and got like jealous of his wife, and he beat her to death, and then realized, shit, this isn't legal. I fucked up, and he fucking bounced. And so Daddy didn't care that it was his son. He fucking took him down, and he was captured, tried, and convicted, and he served jail time in Fort Leavenworth. And after that, he was, responsible citizen. I would be too, because I guarantee.
Hold on.
After the dad captured him, there was some serious belt beating.
What the fuck was the sentence time for drunkenly killing wife?
I don't know, man. It was the West back then. Women were like half people.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They're like,
you probably would have gotten a longer sentence for killing someone's cow.
You get three goddamn years for killing the woman.
And to be fair, 3 years back then was a long time.
Well, actually, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Like, we're already, all three of us are already older than our expected life expectancy 200 years ago.
But what's crazy is this guy was born in 1838. You guys want to know how long he lived?
How long?
1910. This dude lived to be like 80 something, 70 something.
No, that's really impressive.
Considering the time frame, yeah.
Given his
And
background.
the only reason why he died then, I'm trying to find what disease it was. He got sick and he died. But I don't know what it was. But after everything he did, that man didn't die to no one else other than himself. He was just like, I'm dying of natural causes. Fuck all you 3,000 fugitives I just took in.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
This guy was a
Bryce,
badass.
you're right. He does sound like a badass. Like we said, Jason Bourne before Jason Bourne was born.
100%.
And Bass Reeves, you said?
Yeah, Bass Reeves. And actually, people do believe that he was the inspiration for the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, I actually was going to say the similarities between him and the Lone Ranger story are pretty good, right? I mean, did he have a sidekick?
No. No,
Okay.
he didn't need one. He was his own side. He was Tantho as well as the Lone Ranger.
He was his own
because
fucking
he tracked
sidekick.
everything himself.
Hey, you know what though? That's a really good way to portray that character. So you know how you were saying that it's impossible to portray the character.
Exactly. They nerfed him by splitting him into two people.
Yeah, you nerf him exactly,
and that's how you make it believable.
Really idea, huh? Holy shit! PB&J once again figuring shit out.
You're welcome.
You're fucking welcome.
And now you guys learned a new fact about a really cool guy. So
yeah, that is pretty dope. I really like that. Spooky vampire.
I know when PlayStation changes come around, I'm switching to Bass fucking Reeves, man.
Goddamn Bass Reeves.
I think we should all switch to Bass Reeves.
Yeah, I think we all.
I'm Bass Reeves.
No, mine's gonna be Badass Reeves.
Badass Reeves. You know what? Accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Now is that supposed to be short for like badass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the joke.
It could be either one. It could be Badass Reeves.
I'm gonna say it's Badass Reeves because.
But no, it was meant to be.
The name Bass Reeves
It
means
was meant
badass.
to be badass. Yes. But Badass is funny.
I'll be Badass Reeves.
You would be Badass Reeves.
You would be the only Badass Reeves.
Jordan, you are Badass Reeves.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if we should change our
show title
to
Badass
Badass Reeves.
Oh Jesus.
Oh man.
I don't even remember what the original show title was, so we'll think about it.
I'm pretty sure we fucking nailed it though. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah, we nailed it.
Absolutely.
Jordan, you should do the thing so we can get out of here before we
plug those bullet holes
else's
that
time.
Bass Reeves fired off.
So, of course, first and foremost,
Kachiga.
we would love for you to check out our Facebook page. Just go ahead and go on Facebook, search for us, PB, the letter NJ podcast.
Yeah,
you're already on Facebook. Just put it in. You're on there right now. You're scrolling while you listen. We know.
Fucking now.
Also, on the toilet while we're talking, rude. But that's fine.
That is a little rude, but I get it.
We get it, and we respect your decision. We're just,
Yeah, but we also know it's rude, even though we respect your decision.
We're rude. We're rude people. I mean, I called you guys dumbasses like 8 times in. I'm
gonna need you to stop.
Anywho, you can find, if you're not already watching, the live stream of this very episode and more.
What? PB&J has a live stream?
Live stream this.
You can check it out on YouTube by also searching PB the letter NJ podcast. And if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the high quality audio version.
Yes.
You can find that on iTunes, Google Play, anywhere else you get a podcast, or
anywhere you buy iPads.
PBnJ podcast.podbean.com.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, fucking we appreciate you. Thank you for listening. We definitely fucking nailed it.
Nailed it.
Okay. I assume the audio recording is done audio recording.
It is done
now to stop everything else.
Yes. Goodbye, the YouTubes. We appreciate you sticking around and watching our fucking things and such.
Yes.
Peace.
What he said.
Peace out.
But like better?
Yeah.